when you're trying to lift your wrist, though, be careful that the whole shoulder doesn't come up. So you can lift your wrist while keeping your shoulder relaxed.
So usually I get people to do this first, just to feel the separation from the wrist and because sometimes when I say wrist higher, people do this. So you want to feel the separation of these three joints first. Yeah, that's right. So, but shoulder not higher. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So when you're moving your arm, if you look at front, let's see what you see. Okay, so you can put your other hand on like where it's like the neck and the shoulder, like the connecting part. And if you just kind of move your shoulder around, you should feel that there's a muscle moving there. So what you want is when you move your arm, that muscle doesn't tense up. If it comes up, then you feel it right away, your shoulder is up. So you can do this without it moving. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, the wrist up. Yep, you know what? Try this first. So pretend you have no fingers. Try this first.
Ooh, it feels so weird.
Just one octave is fine. So wait, hold on. So look at me for a second. So right now you're doing this. So you start out low, right? No, I mean this. Pretend your wrist is doing half of a circle. Yes, yes, that's it. Now that's how your wrist. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and don't lift your fingers too high. Yeah, and then have that energy. So all of this all combined.
So feel like you're kind of coming from above,
right? Yeah.
Rather than then your fingers will have less work to do.
Yeah.
Okay. So more like.
Right. But when you come down, don't drop the. When you come down, don't let this drop. Okay, so whoops. So yeah.
And it only drops towards the end, or it never drops?
It's okay. You can drop your arm, but just not the wrist.
Okay.
So you want to imagine this. Imagine your energy is like water flowing down over to the fingertip. If this was to, sometimes without looking, we'll feel like it's flat, but if you look at the camera, it's got a bit of an angle, right? So if you have this angle, that's where this water will accumulate and stop. That's your energy. So then they cannot pass equally to your fingers. So that's something you can try. You can try recording yourself practicing. So at the moment when you start playing, it becomes flat, but then it's actually a little bit lower. So yeah, so could try that. Yeah.
Was the wrist at the kind of correct height, or?
Yeah. It looks good. Just fingers look a little busy. So think of the position. See, when you're in position, you just push this over. You don't need individual fingers. So when you want to play fast, you roll the notes instead of. There's a limit to how fast you can move your fingers. But if you just roll it, then there's little bit of. Wait, what am I saying? Not little bit. Less thing to worry about. Because if you have to move every fingers, then 2 octaves, it's 8 things you have to do. 1, 2, 3, no, 7 things. But if you roll it, it's 2 things. So roll. You know what I mean? Yeah.
One more thing is the how much your fingers are curved. I think you're curving pretty well, but when you're doing the C major, just make sure that you're not bumping the black keys. Make sure your fingers are far enough out that you're not hitting keep the fingers curved so that you're not like going into the back key.
By the way, earlier you were saying when you do arpeggio going up and then coming down, it's hard. Going up and coming down, you have to think of it as two different things. So don't think of it as coming down as like going up reversed, because that's actually, the brain can translate it for some reason. So you have to think of it as a new pattern coming down. Yeah.
Yeah, because I found that most of the time, obviously with C major, I can go up with both, and I can't go down with both. Like I can go down with the left, but when it comes to this chord, I think it was D flat major, I can go up and down with both, which kind
Well,
of,
because the black keys, they help.
yeah, they help a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.